We all pod down here. We all pod down here. We all pod down here.
Hey YouTube, this is Brittany from We All Pod Down here. This is just a really quick update that I'm gonna do as an actual video. Obviously, I have this weird filter on because I'm way too anxious to let you all see my face without makeup, and I've worked from home for years and rarely put on makeup anyway. So, and Dan is working, so he's not gonna be in the video. Apologies for that. So, real quick, let's just get straight to it. Again, the annoying request that you're always gonna hear: subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are going to actually be doing some more updates here and do some more videos, so I'd like to put some like blooper cuts up of episodes that I thought were funny, also some interviews. Even if it weren't for the pandemic, they'd probably be on Zoom because of the fact that we don't live near a lot of our friends that are kind of active in the horror community. As I've mentioned before, Dan's from Pittsburgh, so most of his friends that are active in that community do live up there. That said, so main reason we're doing this is I want to know what movies you want us to review. So we mostly would love to focus on not only new movies, but movies that didn't get enough attention or some upcoming indie films. Obviously, there's going to be 1,000,001 podcasts out there that have reviewed all the classics, and while we love the classics, we'd like to do something a little different. So we also have some crossover episodes planned with some other podcasts. Those may or may not be on video. I just kind of have to figure that out of what we're going to do with those and what the other folks that we're doing the podcast with want to do. So we're also going to be adding reviews to our blog on our website. I'm going to put that link below just in case you don't have it. There's some of the movies I've watched recently that I feel didn't have enough content to make a full podcast episode, but I thought were still very much worth a review. So I'm going to be including those on the blog. I may eventually do some video reviews for those as well. I'm still not sure on that. On that note of like written versus verbal for reviews, I am planning to transcribe all of our podcast episodes, and I'm working on that right now. So apologies that's not ready yet, but I do want to make sure that those that are deaf or hard of hearing can also be involved in this. We still plan to review new movies, as I mentioned earlier. We just reviewed *Malignant*. No spoilers for the movie, but I will say, obviously, we were not fans of it. For anyone that's listened to it, you already know that. But check out the episode. It's here on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. We're excited to hopefully see Antlers and Black Friday soon. We did get our booster shots recently for COVID, so hopefully we're going to be brave enough to go to the theater. Anyway, other thing that we're going to be excited to review upcoming is going to be the director's cut of Martin has been found. So there's a 3.5-hour director's cut that was kind of thought to be lost forever, much like the amusement park, which is also streaming on Shudder, by the way. So obviously miracles do happen, and hopefully we're going to have some more Romero treasures found in the future. But for now, it seems like the Martin director's cut is going to be released next year. Keep an eye out for that. We're going to be actively watching that and really excited to review that when it comes out. Anyway, we'd love to focus on some things that didn't get attention, as I mentioned, like we reviewed Leslie Vernon. That was a great movie that really, I wish could have gotten more attention and could have got funding to do another movie for it because it just was amazing. But again, you can listen to the episode of the podcast, not going to rant about that here. But as I mentioned before, we really want to review some upcoming films that are more in like the indie genre. So if you have any that are on your radar, please send it our way. If you also know of any Kickstarters or Indiegogos that are happening right now or anything else like that, that's going to be amazing for you to let us know. We would love to keep an eye out for that. We'd love to help fund any of those if we can. And if you are a filmmaker or know someone who is and they want to be on the podcast, reach out to us. We would love to talk to you. And you can either comment below, email us at weallpoddownhere@gmail.com, DM us on social media. If you look below, I'm going to include the links to all of our social media pages. Also, I'd love to get some more feedback on the podcast. We've already gotten some great feedback about kind of what works, what doesn't. I think we're starting to kind of really find our stride, but again, the more feedback, the better. So again, with that, I know this is a really quick update, but I gotta get to work. So this has been Brittany from We All Pod Down Here. Bye!